Thanks to the progress we've made, I can say tonight that we are on track to complete all of America's military objectives shortly, very shortly. We're going to hit them extremely hard over the next 2 to 3 weeks. We're going to bring them back to the Stone Ages where they belong. In the meantime, discussions are ongoing. Regime change was not our goal. We never said regime change, but regime change has occurred because of all of their original leaders' death. They're all dead. The new group is less radical and much more reasonable. Yet if during this period of time no deal is made, we have our eyes on key targets. If there is no deal, we are going to hit each and every one of their electric generating plants very hard and probably simultaneously. We have not hit their oil, even though that's the easiest target of all, because it would not give them even a small chance of survival or rebuilding. But we could hit it, and it would be gone.
We thank you for watching.
All right, what's good, family? Shalom to the hopeful elect out there. Giving all praise, Yahawah Shah. I'm going to read the book of Zephaniah right here. This is chapter 1. I'm going to start right here at verse 14. The great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hastens greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, Yahawah Shah. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly. Verse 15. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, Yahawah Shah, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahawah Shah. And I'll say shalom to your hopeful elect brothers out there that scattered across the four corners of the earth, that's preaching and trucking every single day through the spirit and power of Yahawah Shah, just to get the truth out. Shalom to you brothers out there. And I want to tie this one right here. You know, Nero said that he's going to send Iran back to the Stone Ages. You know, hey, Yahawah Shah is about to turn up on Passover. You know, our New Year just started yesterday, and y'all just heard Nero in this video here. You know, that I was over here playing. You know, he said that if no deal is made, he's going to hit the electrical, power plant. Yeah. And pretty much he was talking about how things are going to pretty much escalate. He said that he could hit the oil plant. You know, that's easy, but things are going to escalate. You know, he said, you know, things are going to get worse and worse, you know, these next 2 and 3 weeks. But see, at the end of the day, that's not Nero doing that. That's not Trump doing that. He is being controlled by Yahawah Shah. Yahawah Shah is bringing about judgment on Mystery Babylon. Yahawah Shah is bringing judgment upon these heathen nations. And at the end of the day, these heathen nations, they all in it. They all in it. Mystery Babylon has fallen. Mystery Babylon has fallen, just like scripture says, right? But yeah, so this blackout is pretty much coming. You know, Yahawah Shah, he delivered our ancestors on Passover in the previous Exodus. You know, hey, this Nero pretty much telling you that his blackout is pretty much coming. What, he gave like a 10-day halt, I think, to like April 6th. You know, so, you know, I think their quote unquote, Easter heathen holiday, is on April 6th and it's coming up. You know, so, hey, man, we got to, just keep an eye on things because, it's about to get bad out here. It's about to get really, really bad, and they're about to deploy troops, because they're about to get this martial law going. I think they're supposed to deploy then like 500 troops to like each state by like April 20th. Yeah, because these people know, these higher level people know, these elites know that people are about to bug the fuck out. But see, this is all orchestrated by Yahawah Shah. These people know that people are going to lose their fucking mind when this dollar crashes. Yahawah Shah is bringing out these prophecies, the RFID microchip, Jacob's Trouble, World War III. Yeah, hey, it's going to get bad out here. It's going to get so bad out here. Like, we gonna be seeing shit that we ain't never seen, man. You know, and people are already bugging out. People losing their own home. People can't pay bills. You know, gas is $5. I think premium is like $5. Diesel $6. You know, regular gas is what, $4.30. Yeah, it's gonna get bad out here. You know, and you know it's gonna be to a point where people can't drive. You know, there's people out there that got to spend nearly $100 on regular gas, you know, just to pretty much drive. Yeah, that's not good because these people are trying to take away certain resources, you know, so that we won't be able to, you know, travel. You know, and the airports, you know, they all fucked up. It's all backed up, you know, because TSA workers ain't getting paid. Yeah. It's going to get bad out here, boy. It's going to get bad. Bad. Y'all remember that movie? What was it called? What was that? What's that movie called that Barack Obama had made? I forgot what that fucking movie was called. Damn it. You know, I'm trying to figure out. What was that movie called? I forgot what it was called. But anyways, you know, all these movies, you know, we already know, you know, that all these movies, you know, that are made, you know, it's not just entertainment. You know, it's all prophecy. It's all prophecy, man. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Never leave the world behind. Leave the world behind. There you go. Leave the world behind. Not never leave the world behind. Leave the world behind. Leave the world behind. Yeah. You know, it's a lot of prophetic things in that movie. And it's taking place now. But yeah, this place is being systematically destroyed by Yahawah Basham Shah. And then it's going to be physically destroyed by Yahawah Basham Shah. But like I said, man, we're going to be seeing things that we ain't never seen. Here, I'm going to finish, you know, reading scripture here. It's this verse 18 right here. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. See, Esau Edom, he would rather, you know, he would rather destroy everybody than admit, you know, that he is the devil and he's wicked. He's wicked as fuck. He would rather destroy everybody, you know. And then Esau, you know, he thinks that, you know, that he's gonna take all his gifts with them, you know. And you 2/3 think it too, you know. You think that, oh yeah, you know, well, you know, I gotta take this and I gotta get this. You didn't bring anything here, right? And guess what? You ain't taking anything with you. When you came into this world, you didn't bring anything, right? And then when you leave here, you ain't taking nothing. You're going back to Yahawah Basham Shah. Everything belongs to Yahawah Basham Shah. And see, people think that they don't have to take responsibility for their actions. See, Esau, you know, he preaches and teaches that you don't have to take responsibility for your actions. Yahawah Shah teaches that you will take responsibility for your actions, you know, and every idle word that you speak will go into judgment. See, people think, oh yeah, well, Yahawah Basham Shah, you know, which they call Jesus, you know, he's this, you know, really, really nice guy. You know, you 2/3, y'all about to find out, you know, that Yahawah Basham Shah is not the power that y'all think that he is. You about to find out. You're going to be judged. You are going to be judged. And, you know, this is not the time to be living any kind of way, doing what you want to go out there and do. Definitely not. Here, I'm going to read some more of this scripture here. Right here. Gather yourselves together. Yeah, gather together, O nation not desired. Before the decree bring forth. Before the day pass as the chaff. Before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you. Before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you. Seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger. That's why I was just saying earlier. You know, people think, you know, that they can live any kind of way. You can't. Yahawah Basham Shah is not going to be dealing with pride. He's not going to be out here, you know, dealing with people, you know, just, you know, half-assing. Yeah. Because Yahawah Shah knows who's trying. He knows who's full of shit, and he knows who's trying. We need to be humble. We need to be humble, and we need to really be about following these laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahawah Shah. Those curses fuck the nation of Israel up. We are still here physically. And, and most of our people fail to understand that, which is the 2/3. Y'all fail to understand that. But hey, the 2/3 ain't they gonna listen. That's why they're gonna be going out brutally by Yahawah Shah. Here, I'm gonna continue to read more scripture here. I'm gonna read Second Ezra right here. It's Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard the kings nor princes. In the course of their power actions, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Here, I'm gonna read that one more time. So Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard the kings nor princes. In the course of their actions shall stand in their power. There we go. Yeah. Because food prices are going up. Everything is going up, man. Everything is going up but our paychecks. Everything is going up but the hourly pay. Everything else is going up. Rent going up, phone bill going up, water bill going up, everything going up but hourly pay. Because this is not our rest. This is not our rest. As Israelites, this is not our rest, man. This is Esau's kingdom. But like I said, people are about to lose their fucking mind. April is going to be a month to remember. Oh, yeah. And these devils are coming up on 250 years. They got 2 months left. We're already in April, May, June, and then July 4th. That's it. These devils got to get something going. Because this devil knows that his time is short. But people about to be bugging the fuck out. And we're going to have to really defend ourselves. Because people are going to be breaking inside, people's homes. That's why, you don't need to be going out and telling other people what you got. I won't be telling nobody what I got, man. But people are going to be doing that because they got to go feed themselves, feed their own family. People are going to get desperate. Everybody is about to see everybody's personalities, man. It's going to get bad out there here. And people are already going against their own government. Yeah, people fucking losing it. And people seeing who the devil is, which is Esau Edom. I'm going to finish off here with Second Ezra chapter 16. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, return not back.